economy. The number of ECOWAS members who are working in our economy, which we already tell you that by just a push of a button. We are building the statistic right now, which is very good. At the end of this year, if you come to me in December or January, I can tell you how many persons will issue work permit to in the formal sector, how many persons will issue permit to in the informal sector, how many ECOWAS citizens will issue work permit. We'll be able to tell you that. All right. If you notice, this is just an example. We just did this report. This report covered January to June 20th. And in this document, it's not just the financial something that we report. We report on each person that we issue work permit to. The name will be there, the resident permit number will be there, the work permit number will be there. We'll tell you which country or whether the person is an alien or other African citizens. We have them in there, and you just at the end of the year it will run from January to December. That is the standard. We try to be just a little bit technical. I think this area, because even if developing partners come to Liberia, it might be a good thing for them to get some statistics from our labor sector that will help them to look at our unemployment and employment rate in the country. It will help they can pick out those statistics and determine whether or not our employment situation is improving or went downwards. These are things that we've been doing here. And again, sometimes it's difficult.
The fact, I'm talking every month. Then gasoline, the monetary value is $2,150 US. This time they don't give you gasoline coupon in terms of the gallon. They give it to you in a dollar, whether that's $5, $10, $30, or $50. So the monetary value is $2,150 US. When you put these sums together, the US dollar component, it is 15,000. I am not speculating any longer. And I am not saying it is around or close to. I'm not saying it in between or around or on it. I'm giving an exact figure. 15,325 US dollars gross. When you do tax deduction, you come close to 12,000 US dollars every month. Then in addition to 29,700 Liberian dollars in salary, in Liberian dollar component. I believe this amount is too high. It's too high. We should cut it down. And that is why I am taking 5,000 US dollars out of this amount and returning the rest of the money to Montserrat County so that the people can determine what they want to do with it in terms of humanitarian and other developmental needs from the 17 districts every month. We make that available. If after we pass the new budget and this amount reduces, we will still be within the neighborhood of 10 to 12,000, which I believe is still too high. But even if we came at 10,000 and we're returning the minimum of $5,000 to the county, we'll be giving this county 60,000 US dollars in 1 year from our income as a means of protest for the remainder of our colleagues, for us to do it as a government. Yesterday, and including today, health workers are on go-slow for their incentive and other medical supplies that are lacking. From what I have here, it will give 10,000 US dollars back through the government system 103 of us, we will generate and save $1.3 million US every month. Times 12 months will be over $20+ million. We can put it back in the health sector, upgrade it, and make it free or really affordable for our people. Or we can put it in the education sector, upgrade the public schools from kindergarten to 12th grade, and make it free with quality. Then the poor people children that troop on us to ask us to assist them with school fees, we as public officials can send them to public school because it's free, because we have made it of quality. If we take 15,000 and put it in our pockets, and the people believe that most of the government money in our pockets, they will come to us to take it out of there. I don't want to be a humanitarian on government money. Especially, I'm a policy maker. Take more of government money, put it in my pocket, and give small back to the sectors that's supposed to benefit bulk of the people. I don't want to be a part of that. And so I'm doing this as a mark of protest to demonstrate to this country and to all of us and my colleagues that it is possible that under this difficult period, we can live with 5,000 every month when we do the right thing with the 10,000. Imagine if this policy became a government policy where it will affect the executive and the judiciary.
With these kind of technicality, which is I think is very important, because if you talk about an organization and you don't streamline what are those responsibilities that are supposed to be carried out by each department, then you can improve the situation. And if you heard recently, we had to dismiss 5 persons for the ministry. That was one of the reasons. These 5 persons were individuals who posed themselves to be inspectors, chartered private car from here, went to Bapolo, way in the go of Damama, and started arresting Chinese nationals, took away their passports and things. And that alarm was raised by the superintendent of the county to say, look, there are labor ministry workers who are arresting people in the county without reference to. Because we did not. Our rule is that you go in the county, we will give you a letter to the superintendent. You have to be able to
The former president is about to step out of his flag and he will greet the official of his party. Some of them went to greet him. He was sitting in his seat in the flag, on the flag. So they have decided to land up here. So there is a former first lady also coming down. Here is former Nigerian President George Weah.
Jackson Rob.
Awesome stuff.
You can see it right now. It's not easy to watch it.
I'm surprised you ain't just here.
We see the former mayor, Jefferson,
Chambuina. Vaya County. Excellent.
like, we didn't see him when they arrived or just to receive the president. But for almost about, we got down from
so that whatever you do there can these individuals left in there and took a private car, went to Buffalo. One
Okay, folks. Good morning, wherever you are and whatever you are doing. A pleasant welcome to yet another very, very intriguing and interesting edition of the Today Show right here, the Sport Morning Show on your radio. The time is approximately 18 minutes up until 8 o'clock. That's the initial time check from what I sit and talk to you. Good morning to all of you watching, all of you listening to the show this morning. If you are listening from right here, Liberia, good morning and welcome. If you are listening or watching us from outside Liberia, good morning and welcome as well. And for those of you watching this morning, you want to comment right down there in the comment section so that your comments can be read out. Just tell us where you're watching from. And of course, as we go on with the show, as we discuss the issues affecting Liberia, you can also give your opinion through the comment section. Of course, we will pin them right on the screen for you. So that's it this morning. My name is Yekezi Zwobel. I hope to be joined by Chokon Flama this morning, and together we're going to be driving you through until 10 o'clock. So today, according to the weather forecast, is going to be cloudy. It's going to be cloudy. With a little bit of rainfall this afternoon. So this morning we'll be cutting across Liberia to speak with our various correspondents who will be telling us exactly what's happening in the various counties. We also discuss some of the trending issues in the country. You know, the former president of the republic arrived in the country last week, and of course, it was a momentous ceremony. You know, we actually have two former presidents, right? And I cannot remember the day when the former president Ellie Johnson Sirleaf left the country, and upon return, you know, she was embraced by such a crowd I saw last week. You know, Madam Sirleaf is just living a private life. So it tells you that, you know, absolutely she's not interested in politics anymore. Yeah, I want to say because, you know, she completed her 2 terms and she cannot contest the 3rd term according to the Constitution. But yet then still, I mean, she's a person of influence. She could still have a say in the current government or in the past government. But not a day, you know, since she was made former president, you know, not a day a crowd had gone to the airport to await her. No, we've not seen that. But in the case of the CDC, yes, let me say they are left with 1 more term, and there's a possibility of former President George Weah coming back to contest the 2029 elections. And he himself, recently he said that once he's called upon by the Liberian people, you know, to serve them 2029, he's going to contest that election. So it's no surprise why you still have this issue of going to await the former president whenever he leaves the country and returns. But the big question is whether if he resurfaces, you know, he's going to win an election for the presidency comes 2029. That's the big question that everybody is pondering over. But folks, that's it. We'll talk more about that later on the show this morning. But right now, we will cut across Liberia to speak with our various correspondents who will be telling us exactly what's unfolding in the various counties. My name is Yekezi Zobel, and of course, I hope to be joined by my colleague, Jokon Flammer. And for those of you interested in playing the radio game, the dashboard has been open since 7 o'clock this morning. So all you need to do is to dial the playing code. It's *799#. Select number 3 for Spoon FM and choose how to pay the playing fee. The playing fee is just 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars. So once you dial the playing code *799#, you select number 3 among the list of radio stations you're going to see. And the next thing you want to do is to pay the playing fee. That is if you have money on your mobile money accounts, both USD and LD. So you play through your mobile money account and you stand a chance to win 4,000 and 8,000. So you're going to be walking away with 4,000 and 8,000 here. 20 persons will walk away with 8,000. 20 persons walk away with 4,000 Liberian dollars here this morning on the Today Show. So the more you play, the more you win, because it's a raffle job. So folks, let's now start to cut across Liberia to speak to our various correspondents. But just before that, let me say good morning to all of you watching us this morning, Thursday morning, Ebony Dogard is watching us this morning. She's one of our regular followers, not just a regular follower of the morning show, but of every other show and every other live here on Spawn TV. Thanks for always following us this morning. Let's say good morning to Yai Dukuri. Hope I got the name right. Following from Tunisia. Hope you're having a wonderful time this morning. Let's say good morning to J. Roma Combe. Following from Topmanburg, Bomi County. And then just to Jan Tosin is watching from India. Thanks for following the show this morning. The councilman Pierre is watching the show this morning. Joseph Gibbeli, is it Jubilee, is following the show this morning. Joseph, I hope I got the pronunciation of the name right. Thanks for following the show. Let's say good morning to Maxwell Williams Jr. Maxwell is following the show as well. Says, good morning, brother. How are you? I'm watching from Zweju. Thanks for watching this morning. Good morning to all of you watching the show this morning. I may not be able to call all of your names and where you're watching from, but I'm going to ensure to pin your comments right on the screen. So let's now cut across Liberia this morning to speak to our various correspondents, beginning with Solomon Tipler in Gbapolo County. And in Gbapolo County there, we are understanding that the 16th Judicial Circuit Court is expected to indict more than 16 persons who have been illegally mining in Gbapolo County. So let's try to speak with our Gbapolo County correspondent. He's Solomon Tipler. Solomon is on the standby from Bopolu City, Gbapolo County, to fill us in with this development this morning. Let's see whether we can speak to Solomon Tipler. But folks, in the meantime, win for yourself 4,000 LD or 8,000 LD this morning on the show, just by dialing the playing code *799# *799#. You select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee, and you automatically enter the draw and stand a chance to win 4,000 or 8,000 here this morning. The playing fee is just 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. We now have on the line our Gbapolo County correspondent, Solomon Tipler. Good morning.
Good morning, Yagazi.
Okay, so it's a pleasure having you this morning. How is Bopolu City?
Yeah, okay. Yagazi, as you may be aware, we are into the rainy season. Bopolu City is cloudy this morning.
Okay, Bopolu City is cloudy. Likewise, here in Monrovia, it's cloudy. And according to the weather forecast, a bit of rainfall is expected this afternoon. But let's hear you there from Bopolu. What's the trending happening there? We hearing that the 16th Judicial Circuit Court is expected to indict more than 16 individuals there in Gbapolo. Tell us more about this development.
Yeah, Yagazi, as you may be aware, this has been alarming all over Liberia with regards to the amount of illicit mining activities being carried out in Gbapolo. So the government has been making efforts, including the legislative caucus members of Gbapolo County, to make sure some of those illegal mining activities in Gbapolo are curtailed. So over the weekend, there was a team that was dispatched from Monrovia, including members of the Immigration Service, members of the Liberia National Police, and also the Ministry of Mines and Energy, including the EPA, to go to those various sites where the issue of illegal mining activities are concentrating in Gbapolo County, to be specific, the Belayala area. So over the weekend, several Chinese, including Liberians, were arrested and brought to Bopolu City. And this morning, they will be indicted by the 16th Judicial Circuit Court.
So, more than 16 illegal miners are expected to be indicted this morning by the 16th Judicial Circuit Court there in Guaporo County.
Sure, Yakazi, it will interest you to know that they won Gao Films, aka Barry.
Yeah.
Who is known in Liberia as the real minister will also be indicted, including
so Gao Feng, this most talk about Gao Feng, who has allegedly been involved into illegal mining in this country for several years, is expected to be among the indictees.
Surely. You know, this Gao Feng is one of those persons who is serving as the heads of all of the Chinese companies that are mining in Liberia. So you have more than 8 different mining companies operating under this one Gao Feng. He's the head for all of the Chinese companies. He will come go to this particular area and establish. He will use the Liberians. Our own Liberian brothers are the ones that he's using a quarter, because they will go in after they finish getting that particular area and they get to know that that particular area got mineral. They will use our own Liberians and also involve the Chinese. The Chinese people will come and join them, and they will be doing illegal mining in the county. So his name was mentioned that he will be indicted on today this morning. So we're expecting the Popolu, the 16th Judicial Circuit Court, we will be making our way there today and know the exact number. But there are more than 16 persons we expected to be indicted today by the 16th Judicial Circuit Court.
So in this whole matter, who's the plaintiff? Who's the one who had taken those individuals to court? Is it the government of Liberia or an individual?
The government of Liberia, because they are being charged with economic sabotage and tax evasion, and I think they are being charged with 3 different crimes. So the government of Liberia is the plaintiff, and they will be going to serve as the defendants.
Okay, Solomon, thank you very much. Any other development you want to fill us in with quickly before we take leave of you?
Yeah, okay, you know, you can see mainly the money issue, because our lawmakers are really concerned, and this morning we are expecting one of our senators who will be speaking to the people of Guaporo County with regards to what will be expected after those guys are being indicted. So we are expecting one of our senators in person of Amara Kone to speak to the people of Guaporo County and make sure all those who have hands in the illegal money activities, which is costing millions of US dollars that are leaving from the county, and the people are not benefiting. So he will be speaking officially today with the citizens of Guaporo County this morning.
Okay, so those expected to be indicted, are they still carrying out mining activities there in Guaporo County, or they've been put stop to?
Yeah, guys, all of their mining site has been closed down. All of their mining site, they are currently being closed down by the government of Liberia.
Okay, Solomon, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Have a wonderful day there in Bopolu City.
Thanks for having me this morning, Yagazi.
All right, so he's Solomon Tiplal, our Guaporo County correspondent there, filling us in with information from Guaporo. According to him, more than 16 illegal miners are expected to be indicted by the 16th Judicial Circuit Court there in Guaporo County. All right, and Gao Feng. I think many of you have been hearing the name Gao Feng, this Chinese national who was referred to as the real minister under the regime, or during the regime of the former President George Weah, during the CDC regime. It is reported that whenever he goes there at the Ministry of Mines and Energy, what happens is that they call him the real minister because he bribed ministers and deputy ministers there by then to carry out illegal mining activities. Yeah, so he's going to be among the indictees, according to our correspondent there Solomon Tipla. So I think it's a good news, and if the Ministry of Mines and Energy can proceed in this form and manner, of course, then Liberians are going to benefit from their natural resources, but as of now, not much is being benefited by Liberians from their natural resources, because you got foreigners, you got aliens, they come in the country, pass through some of our own Liberians to establish mining companies and carry out all sorts of mining, and some of them are even involved in illegal mining activities in the country. So if the Ministry of Mines and Energy can begin to take such a step, I think it's a step in the right direction, and I hope they can continue this, especially for the indictment of Gao Feng, who has allegedly been in so many illegal mining activities in this country. I think it's a big news, and it's a good news coming there from Bapulu County. So from Bapulu County, let's go over to Nimba County, where our man Victor Cooper is in Upper Nimba. According to Victor, a friendly football encounter leaves 2 persons, wounded, and others going on a police investigation. For what reason? Well, let's get to know why will a friendly football encounter take folks to police station for investigation. Usually, in a football match, folks get injured, but the issue of police intervention or people taken to police station now is what's concerning. So let's see whether we can speak to Victor Cooper this morning from Upper Nimba County. And from Upper Nimba, we'll go to Lower Nimba, where Christopher Fan is seated to talk to us this morning as well. So you are listening to the Today Show. Keep on playing the Spoon 107.5 Mega Daily Cash Splash, or the radio entertainment game is currently on your radio. The dashboard has been open since 7 o'clock this morning. Win for yourself 4,000 Liberian dollars, or 8,000 Liberian dollars. All you need to do is to dial the playing code *799# *799# and select number 3 for Spoon FM among the list of radio stations you're going to see, and thereafter you choose how to pay the playing fee, which is 70 cents US or 100 LD. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win 4,000 or 8,000. Yeah, so 20 persons will be winning 4,000 and 20 persons will be winning 8,000 here this morning. So you want to be a part of our draw and stand a chance to win either of those amounts. Now we have Victor Cooper on the line from Upper Nimba County. Victor, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. A pleasant one from you to you, Yekesi. Good morning to the people in my review.
Okay, Harris, Nimba County. Where are you currently? Are you in Ganta?
Yeah, just arrived Ganta last night from looking for a news bro.
Okay. So what's happening there in Gamba? We are hearing that a friendly football encounter led to 2 persons, sustaining injury. I mean, injury is a common thing in football match, but wherein police have to take folks for investigation is what's concerning. What about that?
Thank you, Yegesi. 2 electoral districts in Nimba County are facing traditional clash over a football match in Bokosin Town District number 4, Nimba County. On the 9th of
I beg you, Victor. You just want to repeat there. Are you saying 2 towns?
Yeah, 2 towns.
2 towns are facing traditional clash. What kind of traditional clash they're facing? They're facing?
It is where normally when it happens, the town are not reasonable in coming together to harmonize the situation. Is when people use the traditional means to ask another time to cook, to pay the fine, while sharing blood in another time. There will be a penalty for that. So in our local term, we call that clash.
Okay.
So on the 9th of this month, the town called Zabui in district number 8 were written letter from the citizens, from the sport lovers of Bokosen district number 4, Nimba County, to have a friendly encounter. According to the sport director of Bokosen, it is a normal thing to do the right various times to have a friendly match. But on the 10th of this month, on Wednesday last week, the citizens of Zabui went to Bokosen to have a friendly match. And after this friendly encounter, they ended peacefully. They all came in the town jubilating from the football field. But it was very late for the citizens of Zabui to go back. Now you know that issue the normal way it used to be in the 70s, in the 80s. Before elders and parents could come in to intervene in the process, they are turned to a serious face fight, where one of them took a stone and hit one on the face, and one person took a stick and broke one hand. Those guys from Zimbabwe, one of their hand got broken in the fight, and the other one took a light and chopped the other guy on his head.
Oh my God.
And so on 3 persons sustained serious injury. In fact, I can say they were wounded in the process. As we speak, the one who hand broke is still seeking heavily treatment at the Bokosen area, while the 2 who were wounded on the faces and on the head are currently in secondary comprehensive taking treatment.
So, how's the condition of the individual who was chopped on the head?
The guy who was chopped on the head, the condition is very bad a bit because he was chopped behind the head, right at the ear here is where they chopped him with the colages.
Oh my God.
And the guy who was soon in the face, over the eye here with the rock. So
basically, it was because of girlfriend business.
Seriously.
Yeah.
The soul of the whole thing is because of girlfriend business.
Oh my God.
But as we stand, police have made arrest. 4 are currently at the police custody in Secretary City, ongoing investigation. But one thing that is making a clash traditionally, it is those times normally we are told they don't share blood. Normally traditionally they don't share blood. So if you share another person's blood in the next time, there's a penalty tradition you got to face. So we are told that the Bokosen people will be paying the penalty traditionally to the people of Zambui.
Wow, that's so interesting. I mean, sorry, along the way, we kind of lost your audio, but it was later on regained. So you just want to again go over for our listeners the cost of the fight.
Yeah, we appreciate the cause of this whole thing. You can see it is because of girlfriends. Because of girlfriend. That very night we told the guy from Zambui, one of them was moving with those guys from Bokosen girlfriend in a town, which was alleged and was not confirmed. So that what led to the whole thing, and today people are going on an injury, and some are even facing police, even face standing.
So you said one person was chopped with collars on his head. One person's hand was broken after he was stoned with a stick. And
that one person was stoned and one person was broken, another person was chopped with collars.
Okay. 3 persons. And they are all at the Cyclopedia Comprehensive Health Center.
2 persons are seeking treatment there, and the other one is still in the hands of the heavilists in the Bokos in town.
The one who hand got broken.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So now you talk about the traditional clash. Now, how far is this traditional clash? You say this traditional clash has to do with paying a fine and all of that. That between the two towns, nobody should have caused any member of either towns, to waste blood. But whenever this happens, whichever town is the cause pays fine.
Pay fine. What happened was that on Thursday afternoon, citizens of Zambui, the youth of Zambui, angrily went in Bokosing to retaliate. We thought they were going to put a town ablaze. But luckily, adults and other traditional members were already around, and they put stop to the process that even if it happened, they will find solution to remedy the situation. But no one should put a town ablaze. It was when the adults of Zambui followed right away immediately to intervene, and you were able to listen to them, and they went back in Zambui. But the elders and traditional leaders of Zambui have asked the members, about the elders of Bokosing, to pay their fine to them to avoid other problems.
Okay. Thank you very much, Victor Cooper. If that's the only development you have for us, if you have other developments you want to fill us in with, you can do that quickly before leaving you.
I was anticipating my colleague Christopher to have updated us. Anyway, the statutory superintendent of Secretary Man was endorsed to office, including the Secretary City Mayor, where the outgoing mayor Secretary also turned power to the incoming mayor. Similar thing happened with the outgoing superintendent, also turned over power to the incoming statutory superintendent of Secretary Man in that part of the county.
And who's the mayor? Who's the incoming mayor? Who's the outgoing mayor?
We're struggling to get them.
Okay.
Christopher Farmer.
Thank you. I'm going to speak to Christopher about that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Victor Cooper is our Upper Nimba County correspondent. Let's see whether we can quickly speak to Christopher Fine this morning on the show. Yep. Let's see whether we can speak to Christopher Fine is our correspondent there in Lower Nimba County. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. It seems Christopher Fine is busy. Let's see whether we can speak to another individual here. Let's go over to another county. Let's see who's set here to speak to us this morning. Okay. So you're listening to the Today Show on Spoon FM. It's the Spoon Morning Show right here on your radio. We are coming to you live on Spoon 107.5, Fabric 101.1, and we are also live on our various social media handles, Spoon TV Live, Fabric TV Live, Super TV Live, and via our YouTube channel. So wherever you are and whatever you are doing, keep on playing the Spoon 107.5 Mega Datacast Splash. Is our radio entertainment game, and you're going to be walking away with 4,000 Liberian dollars and 8,000 Liberian dollars once you play. Shortly we'll be drawing our first winner here this morning on the show. Okay, so folks, let's take a very quick break. When we come back, we continue with more calls and we'll continue discussing a lot of other trending issues in the country. Let's take this break to be back.
Today, July 3, today, July 4, thank God a big day, American independence. If I have put in for car, if I receive money for car in the budget, I will resign today. If I don't resign today, if anybody show proof that I have put in for car I've gotten car or I got car money under the budget for the 5,000 already. If I don't resign today, I'm authorizing Monserrato to protest against my being the Senate. If anybody show proof, and it is proven as at today, that Dillon has received money for car from government, 45,000 in his budget, and that he take the car, he take the money. Or Senator, I gotta be careful so that I want to be clear with myself. That Dillon has received car money under this budget. Oh, help me God, I will resign today.
Okay, welcome back. You are listening to the Today Show right here on your favorite dial. Let's again see whether we can speak to Christopher Farm from Lower Nimba County this morning to tell us what's unfolding there in Lower Nimba. Okay, Christopher Farm is on the line. Chris, good morning and welcome to the show. Chris, are you there? Okay. Okay, we aren't getting Christopher Fan. Shortly, we will be joined by Chokon Flaman this morning on the show. But folks, a lot of training happenings in the country. As you may know, last week the former president arrived in Liberia, and that was again another momentous occasion. Whenever the former president leaves the country and he returns, his supporters, seditions or partisans of the, Congress for Democratic Change go to await him at the Rabers International Airport. But last week was a little bit different because the crowd was very, 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 very huge. And all of that. So folks have been, comparing the former president with because in Liberia now we got two former presidents, right? We got George Weah and we got Madam Salif. All right, Madam Salif is living a private life, very quiet. I don't remember the last time she came in the public, except maybe when she's invited to an occasion to speak, to serve as a guest speaker. That's the only time we actually see her. But she's not been involved into the politics of the country like that. She might be involved behind the scenes, which I don't know about. But she's not this former president who won for her supporters, and I believe she still has a lot of supporters here in Liberia. She's not that person that whenever she leaves the country and she's coming back, she will want for her supporters to go and await her. Yes, one may say is because probably she does not have that political interest in anymore. As a matter of fact, she's exhausted or 2 terms according to the constitution, and she cannot, contest anymore as president of Liberia. So she just have to live a private life. She just has to keep it private. Unlike George Weah, even though when he was defeated, when the results of the elections were announced last year, he stood on his pulpit or church podium and said that, he's not going to be involved in the politics of the country. He's not going to contest 2029. He's going to leave it, with the young people that are, coming up and out of that. But he later on flip-flopped on that statement when he returned to the country. Not recently, but just his second to the last return to the country. He said that now his second, he insinuated that he's going to contest, and even at the headquarters of the CDC when they celebrated their party's anniversary, he said that if he's called upon, he's going to listen to the people called, the people of Liberia. That is, if he's called upon to contest in the 2029 elections, he's going to answer. He's going to respond to the call of the Liberian people. And at one point in time, he said he's going to be actively involved into the politics of the country. So you can clearly see that, he has an interest still in the politics of the country. And he might probably be running in the 2029 elections. But the question remains, if he runs or if he contests in the 2029 election, if he's going to be a formidable force. Is he still going to be a formidable force if he contests in the upcoming election? But let's bring you some footages of last week's arrival of former President George Manawia.
The former president is about to step out of his flag, and he will greet the official of his party. Some of them went to greet him. He was sitting in his seat in the flag, on the flag. So they have decided to land up here. So there is a former first lady also coming down. Here is former Liberian President George Weah.
Just arrived.
Awesome.
You can see it right now. It's not easy to watch it.
And surprisingly, interestingly, we see the former mayor of Jefferson,
Chambuya. Your County. Excellent.
We didn't see him when they arrived our guests to receive the president. But for utmost surprise, we got down from the
Okay, so that's it right there. The president arriving there last week in the country, and if those of you watching the video, you saw almost the entire cabinet of the former government was there. Almost the entire cabinet of the former government was there to await the president's arrival. But Chokon, you've been following this development. What have you got to say about that?
Yeah, over the weekend, like you said, the former president received a rousing welcome in the country by his supporters, the Wiashian, the Seditians, and some Liberians, and you saw along the road. But what was so intriguing about the arrival of the president, you heard Liberians singing that we made a mistake. They sing song that is sung during the campaign for the president now. When he was the former vice president during the campaign, they sing song that is sung. They sang the same song along the road when the former president was coming on Saturday.
Do you think those Liberians who were singing,
no, but every day they will make mistake?
Do you think they were very sincere? Don't you think those are just a bunch of partisans of the CDC who were saying that, those same folks who voted the former president?
What are the same folks or not?
Those are the same folks who are gone there, singing such a song.
No, but even the same folks who sang the song over the during the campaign period, the song is still being sung here. So it is not about who sang the song.
I think
who are raising battle cries and things, but the song still exists. The same song they apply to the former vice president, I sing song.
Okay, so now I think that the difference is for President Bouaka, when this song was sang for him, it was during campaign era. That was after the CDC has gone almost 6 years in its leadership, almost 6 years, and the people have got to know, that the government, the CDC government, had not done much. The CDC government did not, proceed well, and that the economy was crippling, and that a lot of things weren't going right on the CDC government, or that a lot of things had not gone on right under the regime of President George Weah. So during the campaign, they thought that it was a mistake electing President George Weah in 2017, and that is why you saw a lot of Liberians and supporters of Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boakai thinking that
a lot of Liberians were also singing.
But in the case of President George Weah right now, where you see people, this government has not even gone 1 year yet.
But they can still make mistakes. One day said they can still make mistakes.
And you see folks going to the airport and say we made mistake. You better think that is sincere, because this government has just gone 6 years. So if you say that you made mistake to have voted somebody, that you just voted a president, you just voted, he hasn't gone 1 year yet, and you say you made mistake.
So for you, those were the same seditious who were seditious. But there were people who were along the road. You can see there were people who were along the road singing we made mistake.
They could be they might not have been seditious, but they could be people who also voted George Weah.
Yeah. Which is true, but you can't negate the fact that the song.
So I think I think that would be important, or I think that would be sincere when folks who voted the Unity Party. You see, Unity Party supporters singing that song that we made mistake. Yeah.
How do you determine Unity Party signs when the former president was coming and people were all along the road saying we made mistake?
Once you have the former president leaving the country and he's returning, you have seditionists who go there. You have supporters of the CDC who go there to waiting. Obviously, majority of the folks who went at the airport, last week, they are supporters of the Unity Party, either partisans, loyalists of the president, But I mean, that is it. I just think that song wasn't sincere. It was just from the mouth of the same folks who voted the CDC government, and they were being pretentious.
No, I don't think so, because there was no way to identify those people who were along the road.
There was no way.
There was no way. You can see those were not the Tinker Village. We saw people Tinker Village running to the motorcade and saying we made mistake.
If you are dressed up in CDC attire,
those who were at the airport, you can see, that made it clear. Those who were at the airport were seditious who are going to meet the former president, and they were singing that. Those who were along the road when the convoy was approaching Monrovia, how do you identify those people who were singing, waving their hand, the market people and all of that? How do you identify them to be seditious? They were not having CDC paraphernalia and absolutely nothing.
I mean, they might not be seditious, or registered members of the CDC, but there could be, just some of those who voted President George Weah, just supporters of President George Weah. But what I'm saying, I think, the song, that song that we made mistake, Papa made mistake. I think that song is not sincere. It's not a sincere song. I
will agree with you. The song can be sung for anybody. I will agree with you on that. Such that you can have typical Unity partisans singing that song. and even during the campaign, you couldn't have typical sedition singing that song for Joseph Boga Pape. We sorry, we made mistake. You know, that song can be used for even Yegazi. A political song. So it just left with politicians who hear those things to be moved to say, yeah, the people like me and all of that, but it was a great welcome. He did not speak. We hope maybe he will speak to his supporters
Do you
this
think
week.
it's actually necessary that whenever the former president leaves the country and returns, his supporters go to with him at the airport at the RRA? They have their freedom of movement, freedom of assembly, and all of that. But just in your own analytical mind, do you think it's really necessary? You have the former president here, Ellie Johnson Sirleaf. One may say her case is different because she doesn't have any political ambition. She's exhausted her 2 terms of becoming president, unlike President George Weah. So probably that is happening because the former president, George Weah, is still interested in the politics of the country. He wants to run 2029. That is why, they are building up the momentum until 2029 to making, that active political figure until 2029.
You can see the thing is, I said that during the campaign, if you take a clear look at the way the form and manner in which the political stage has been driven, not only in Liberia, not only in Africa, not only in Africa, but even the US. If you have a president that is been removed from out of office, not serving his 2 terms in office, obviously that person still has political relevance. I don't care what you do. You're following global politics. You know what's happening in America right now. Just over the weekend, Trump almost got killed at a rally. You know that I know. And this is a big news out there. An assassination attempt, on the former president of the US. Not only that, John Mahama in Ghana, when Nana Akufo-Addo Dankwa got elected and they removed him from power on a 1 term, today he's a formidable figure in the Ghanaian politics. Every time they go for election, John Mahama will come head to head to the incumbent president. So that political relevance also George Weah still has that. I don't care what you say, what you do. It still had that. If, like you said, he was going to be like maybe like former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, who exhausted her 2 terms and left the stage. No, nobody will be talking about George Weah by now. Absolutely, George Weah will go out of the country. He return to the country. Nobody will have to go and welcome him to present him like he is still the president of the country. You have people, citizens, especially people who were having jobs in the past government, to be able to spend their own money because the thing is politics. They won't come back to power. They won't come back to power to possess all what you think they had over the period. So they will support that venture to present the former president like he's still president to the people of Liberia, so people can see him that when there's a need for election for them to be able to trust him again. That's how it has been, and that's how it is. You can see, I don't care how you take that. How Trump and Biden moving head to head. Just imagine, can you hear about Obama anymore? You can hear about Obama. Obama exhausted a 2 term, step aside. The same way Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she has exhausted her 2 term. she step aside. Nobody will be going, whether she go to any gallery, nobody will be there anymore. But this is it. He will continue to have the political relevant legacy until maybe he decides not to contest anymore, or the 2029 election comes and maybe he's defeated again, before people will say, oh yes, indeed, this man has no political value. Maybe people will just go to him for advice and things. But to strip that political relevance from Mr. Weah, it's not possible. It's not possible because he only went for one term, and the people of Liberia, especially those who support him, the reaction, the sedition, they still see him as a president. I don't care what you do, Yegezi.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I to some extent, I agree with you. Yeah, but as to whether, is he's going to win an election? Yes. Obviously, you can see that the president is still interested in the politics of the country. Sometimes when you go into a process and then you get you get the former president wasn't massively defeated. I don't want to say
not
that.
At all.
Yeah, the margin was very slim. Okay, but if you go into the process with your all and then you get defeated unexpectedly, sometimes it frustrates you, it disappoints you, and it makes you to say all sorts of things. And I think that is what happened to the former president. When he was defeated. He took his church podium and said, he's not going to be involved in the politics of the country. He's not going to contest 2029 and all of that. At that time, he had probably not yet gotten over the defeat yet. He had not really sat down to have maybe think meticulously as to whether he is, as a person, he is still interested, or he should still go 2029. I mean, that defeat trauma was still playing on him. So he when he made that statement, I think he just thoughtlessly made that statement. But afterwards, after a couple of months, he came back, and probably after thinking now meticulously, about whether or not to contest in 2029, decided, hey, I'm going to contest. And that is when he came up to say, hey, I'm still actively, or I'll be actively involved into the politics of the country. And during that recent anniversary, he said that if the Liberian people call him to, serve them again, of course, he's going to respond to that call. And obviously, we can see that, the former president will let's say might contest.
But contesting and winning is there are two different things there. Contesting and winning.
Yeah. Right now, the political climate is still somehow favorable for him.
Exactly.
The political climate in the country
right now, that is how it's being done around the world. You can see anybody who goes to the presidency, and maybe the person is removed on a one term, that person will still be relevant.
Yeah, but there's also a possibility that, because like I said, the political climate is still favorable for him. That's why he probably still has an interest to contest. But if the political climate is made unfavorable for him, how would the political climate be made unfavorable for him when this government does well? And it is glaring that the government has done well, and he himself says and see that the government has done well, he wouldn't want to go into an election. When it is clear that the government has done well and that the Liberian people appreciate what this government has done. I mean, the president might not contest 2029. But if he sits and sees that, this government has got a lot of lapses, that the Liberian people are even angry with the government, I mean, definitely, you see him going to the process.
It's quite a difficult thing to say. So tough not to crack that the both people will say for because the President Joseph Boaga didn't do well and maybe 15 counties will say go for Mr. Weah again. They will not be thinking different direction. I think we spoke about that here. I gave a scenario here about if you cannot push a vehicle and some the people call you, oh, you guys can take a car from here, and you came, you just shake it, you get taken from there, and they brought somebody to who came and shake the car and just left it there. You think they will come back for you and say, but then I go well, yes.
Well, that is a whole new topic,
Yeah.
a whole big topic.
My man, this is politics, though. You don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the CDC
whether George we can win 2029. I think for me it's going to be based on the political climate. It's going to be based on the workings of this government and all of that's what I believe. But folks, those of you listening, those of you watching, and you're in Liberia, you can play the radio entertainment game. It's the Spoon 107.5 mega dedicated splash, and to form part of the draw, all you need to do is to dial star 799 hash, star 799 hash. You select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee. So once you dial star 799 hash, you're going to see a list of radio stations. Spoon FM is at number 3 and number 9, but you select number 3 for today. And it's going to take you to how to pay the playing fee. And you can pay the playing fee from your mobile money accounts, either LD or USD account. And the playing fee is just 70 cents USD or 100 Liberian dollars. So we'll be calling 2 or 3 of our winners here on the show. I'm going to draw the first winner. Like I said, 20 persons will be walking away with 8,000 Liberian dollars, and another 20 walking away with 4,000 Liberian dollars. That is, if your name pops up as one of our winners after we do the draw. And I'm going to do one draw very, very shortly. And once we do that, we're going to place a call to the winner live on the show. So keep on playing. It's a raffle draw, and so the more you play, the more you have a chance to win. So we've done a draw, and please, if you play, check your phone. Check your phone whether you've received a message from mobile money and the radio entertainment game. So we've done one draw as for now, so if you played, check your phone and see whether you are that lucky person. Okay. Yeah. So Chokan. There's this thing about the issue of the no-go zone. Even though it's still active, we still see checkpoints erected, but I think the police people, the police officers, they are not ready enforcing it like they did from the initial stage. They are not ready enforcing it. I think they are more relaxed. All they do, they just go and erect the checkpoints, and they go and sit. You don't see them standing anymore to ensure that if a motorbike does not meet up with the requirement stipulated by the Liberian National Police, you don't see them stopping bags without helmets. We see them passing bags without those reflective jackets. We see them passing and all of that. So it's not been quite 3 months since this no-go zone restriction was instituted, and the police are already tired. And I mean, trust me, majority of the motorcyclists have not yet met up with that requirement yet. Majority of motorcyclists have not yet registered their bikes. They have not yet, they don't have helmets. They don't have the jackets. and all of that. But the police are already they are already tired. They just go and erect the checkpoint and go on a different business. Yeah, they're going at different business. Whoever passing, whether you are in confine, you are motorcycle, whether you are in confine with the requirement or not, they don't care. So they only go to erect the checkpoint now because our boss is telling them to go and do it. All right, they don't go to ensure that motorcyclists abide by this a policy, by this mandate. They don't do that anymore. So now it's just a fiasco. Everybody, but I say you go on the main screen now and say you see a lot of motorcycles without helmets flying.
I think the Liberia National Police needs to reinforce the no-go zone and
monitoring
is
but I think the leadership there is not monitoring.
They just brought some new vehicles. We hope that those logistics are used to monitor the guys, because it seems like they are relaxed now. But again, you can see, I have also observed that many motorcyclists, especially those who don't have the requisite materials to ply certain area of the streets, they don't go there, especially only violators will want to do that. But majority of the guys will say, I'm not attempting to go that area. I observe that, and I know for sure that they don't do it. Especially only violators will think they want to do it, and you always have that. But they have been doing well. We should commend them. I just thought it was just going to be a 1 day or 2 weeks thing, but we are heading to 3 months plus, and they're still in full swing. The only thing they have to tighten their screws to ensure where they have some reluctance to ensure that they do the right thing. But the police, they have been doing extremely well in the implementation of this no-go zone, new regulations they brought to the people.
Okay, so let's call our first winner this morning on the show. Good morning.
Good morning.
You are live on Spoon FM and Fabric. Did you play the radio game?
Yes, I played.
Have you checked your message?
Yes.
How much did you receive?
4,000.
Oh, 4,000.
Yeah.
Okay. How many times did you play?
I played 3 times this morning, but I've been playing. So
I mean, this morning. This morning you played 3 times, right?
Yeah, 3 times this morning.
Okay, and you have won 4,000 Liberian dollars. Congratulations, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
All right, keep on playing. There's a possibility you still win.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. That's our first winner there. Okay, so the more you play, the more you win. 20 persons walking away with 4,000 and another 20 walking away with 8,000 this morning. The playing code is *799#. You select number 3 for Spoon FM. It's going to take you to how to pay the playing fee. The playing fee is 70 cents US, 100 Liberian dollars. So you're playing with 100 Liberian dollars or 70 cents, and you win 4,000 or 8,000 Liberian dollars here this morning on the show. All right. So the more you play, the more you stand a chance to win. Chokon, you were chit-chatting with me about this issue with Nimba County. You just want to lay a premise?
Nimba County, is it the resignation or Nimba? You talking about the former finance minister or
the senator?
No, Senator. What you spoke about with our correspondent from Bapolu County, that was the same thing he wrote.
Okay.
And he commended his colleague of bringing that out, and he said they're going to follow up. That those guys, they investigated, sent to court. If found guilty, they spend their years behind bars and is erecting to do according to him. They have been struggling to just curtail illegal money in Wapolu County. He also stressed that illegal money has undermined every sector in the county, from education to health to road to the local economy there. So it was a good thing that those guys were arrested and to be served indictment for tax evasion and extortion and all of that. So it's a good thing, Yegezi. And over the light Thursday, Yegezi, the president sent his communication for the yellow. The much talk about yellow machine. And I was in the House of Representatives, Yegezi. Sorry to say, but like the Senate is respected, and the way the senators conduct themselves in the chambers, when you see the way our representatives can behave, you can see K2 students are all the better part of people. They better 100% K2 children. You're discussing national issue of grave concern to the country. I see why concession and thing nobody respect. You can see that man don't respect me, man. Nobody. The way the guys can conduct themselves, you can see. You laughing? It's
I love you because you tell me not to respect it, man. I don't respect it.
My man, the way the men get it's so sad, my man. Someone will be on the floor speaking, and the other man will just eject the microphone. In fact, you were insult. My man, shut up, and you know how to speak. Get that microphone. It's so sad. And you see the fall and manner. Those who usually watch the video when we are live streaming. You just see just a little bit that you see on the screen, but when you are in session with those guys, you cry for Liberia, my man. You cry. Mm-hmm. Aside from the noise, no hair, no tea, no hair, no. Just imagine the guys. They took 2 hours when the witnesses arrive. They said they should bring the witnesses, those who they summon, Mama Kability, the presidential, the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Sylvester Grisby. When they arrive, you can see the guys took more than 2 hours discussing absolutely nothing but noise. Nobody, they didn't achieve anything until the speaker sees the matter.
Yeah.
The speaker said, but then since no conclusion, the leadership will take care of the entire yellow machine thing. No hair, no tea. So absolutely.
They had invited the president's officials, Sylvester and Mamaka Ability and other folks, to make an inquiry, about this whole yellow machine process, how it was acquired and blah blah blah. But those people, when they didn't ask them any question. They ask
questions when there's no way to conduct. You cannot conduct yourself in a very, very professional, you say honorable man. You can't conduct yourself like kids to the children that are still in kindergarten. You can see. So tell me, how will you? Just imagine you invited ministers to appear before you. All right, people from the executive to appear before you. Before the people, you can't allow your colleague to say anything. Yegasi speaking, I will just go check the microphone. Oh, Mama Yegasi, shut up, get a microphone. Maybe take it for Yegasi and carry the microphone and be running around with Yeke and the rest of the... it's so saddening. So at the end of the day, they could not go back.
Achieve anything.
They didn't achieve anything. The guys just go down there, they sit and it just make noise whole day. Yeke will go and harass the speaker seat and sit in the speaker seat. Maybe another 30 minutes will go just to cool Yeke down. Yeke, yeah, mama can't down. Sorry.
that lower house is an interesting place to be, you know.
No, it is sad, my man. You know the way the senators, when the senators invite you, the fear, you can see the fear in the people. You can see, you saw how Senator Delo and the rest of the people approached the CTN, that they even recommended CTN and the other people should be shut down and leave the country because they are not. CTN appear before the men will be making noise until CTN move from there. They don't conduct themselves in a way in which that they will gain that respect, that people will take them serious. Even after the session, there were colleagues that were saying the people they get take us serious anymore. Uber will not serious. So no need all inviting people here because we see right here. All right? Just imagine a major grave issue. Some people like Representative Benete and the rest of the people they have issue. All right? You discussing those issues and all of the other guy they won't get our benefit. Yeah, they say they're talking about machine Benete.
Yeah, that place when you go there, you know, when you sit in the back, you know, sometimes when you are not going there to know, you know, what goes on there, you take that especially the lower house, you think it'll be a serious minor area where serious minor issues are discussed, where intellectual, you know, exercise our intellectual ability, but that area is nothing about intellectual ability.
Grade school, ABC school.
Nothing about so noise they can be making. One person speaking, the other person coming jacking microphone, the other person telling your friend to shut up, the other person they get call back going, you know, harassing the seat off. The speaker. They have to calm him down. They have to beg. You see, a group of senators, representatives will go to him. Have to beg Yeke for like 30-45 minutes before Yeke has certified he leaves the speaker seat. And when you go to his seat, is another noise.
Another noise.
So the era is noisy and noisy and noisy.
They can't achieve anything. I don't think they're going to achieve anything. Absolutely.
They don't achieve anything. But they are protesting for
they want $45,000 car
benefits. They want $40,000 car. Why are you riding $40,000 or $45,000 car for? What are you doing for the Liberian people? What are you doing for the Liberian people? What you know, key decisions are you making?
You have the mandate of the Constitution oversight. They call you. You say using your oversight mandate. You call somebody for oversight to hear from them. But you make it confusion. You just misbehaving until the person have to leave the place. It's just unfortunate to see the way, the form and manner in which, and there are legacy. When I imagine there are good people in the House of Representatives.
Of course,
there are intellectuals in the House of Representatives. But those guys who are there, the legmans, they can't talk. They don't even have the space. Because one of the other Marvin Cole and all of men, Marvin Cole held the microphone. The other guy from Bon County, he held the microphone. He said he cannot give the microphone. He can never give it to anybody.
No,
he cannot give the microphone. You're discussing critical national issue that borders on the country's development, or the reputation of the country, and the House of Representatives, how resources will be allocated, if there will be resources allocated from the national budget for the purchase of those machines and all of that. And you making, you presenting yourself in the public, you are nervous to what you're doing, and people laughing at you. There's no way to there's no way the guys can conduct themselves in the way that people should respect them. There's no way. I don't think there's a way, because there's a way they will do that over the years, except for the speaker. Even those who are in leadership, they find a manner in which they behave at a house. When you invite people at a house, your invitation should instill some fear that they will respect you, that the right thing will be done. But unless the Senate, the representatives at the lower house there, maybe I just guys just taking pill. You can see.
Okay, all right. So very shortly we will be joining we will be joining one winner here again. We'll be joining one winner on the show, and of course we will call up the person. So if you're watching the show, somebody has already won 4,000 from the radio entertainment game. So just before we go to the phone lines to talk to Liberians, let's draw one more winner and then call the person this morning on the show. So you're listening to the Today Show, the Spoon Morning Show right here on Spoon FM Fabric. All right, so we have our winner on the line. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from? You live on Spoon.
Yes, thank you. Good morning. I'm Sylvester from Old Road.
Sylvester from Old Road.
Yes.
Okay, you play the radio game, right, Sylvester?
Yes, I play. Wow, my first time winning.
Oh, your first time winning.
I don't want to say that morning. I'm too happy. Wow.
Okay. Oh, okay. So that is you play 2 times, right?
2 times.
Okay. And how much you won? 8,000 or 4,000? Wow. Congratulations. Enjoy your money, yeah?
Enjoying it. Good, thank you.
Okay, all right. Okay, so folks, that's it. You too can be a winner by dialing *799# *799#, and select number 3 for Spoon FM. You choose how to pay the playing fee, and then you have a chance to be a part of the draw. And once the draw is done, you could be one of our winners. And the prizes are 8,000 or 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning. So let's go to the lines and hear from the Liberian people. 0777 771 075 0777 771 075 0555 101075. Call us and have your say. What do you have to say about the issues that we've been discussing? 0777 771 075 0555 101075. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Yeah. Good morning. This is Jimmy from. I'm calling from New Georgia Gulf.
Jimmy, let's hear you.
Analysis about former president Weah to return to power in Liberia, to me, is laughable. It's not everybody who you see a group of people, or most of the people, there are thousands of people riding motorcycle, and they have not defined their destination, where they're going. All they know, current day reality, they are riding bikes, taking money, 4,000 a day, 3,000 a day. Those are the kind of people that, in most cases, that screw up. Yes, but to see a president who was in power and the whole economy just broke down, the part of the payroll, the diplomatic passport, everything going Cheryl. Everybody criminal had it.
Hello, are you there? Okay, we lost him. Let's talk to another person. Sorry, you can call us back. Let's talk to this person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from? Good morning. Okay, I think our line is having a problem. But call us on 0777-771-075, 0777-771-075, 0555-101075 are the numbers to put you through. You get called and have to say about issues that we have been discussing. We talked about the arrival of President George Weah last week in the country. How momentous it was, and whether it's necessary that every time the former president returns into the country, a huge crowd goes to with him, and whether there's also a possibility of him coming back to power. We talked about the legislators last week, specifically the representatives. The former manner in which they conducted themselves in discussing the communication that was sent to them from the president of the Republic of Liberia relative to this whole issue that has to do with the acquisition of yellow machines. So call and have your say. 0777-771-075, 055-101-075. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from? Good morning, you there? Oh my God, I don't know what's okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's hear you. Your name and where you join us from?
Thank you very much. This is Robbie. I joined the discussion this morning from the capital city of Monrovia.
Okay.
Let me appreciate you this morning for the discussion. Look, what we saw over the weekend, the arrival of former President Weah, these guys need to resist on this kind of artifact. The people breach protocol at the national airport in this country who that is contributing to our economy in this country. Where the three lane you are seeing supporters want to enter the place. No, angry, Honorable Green need to understand that he has 6 years to be patient. We are not in any campaign move. Let them see how best that we owe to develop the country from one step to another. But not every time the president enters the country, people support of the president. We were in opposition here. And when Honorable Blocker was here, Honorable Blocker in the country, how many supporters? And he was one of the active opposition at that time. How many supporters you saw going at the airport to receive him? They kind of need to be set for that kind of attitude. These are the same attitude they exhibited 12 years ago when the Liberian people gave their leadership. They were still miserably. Our economy broke down under the watch of former President Weah. Our parents salary their home now to take over the entire country.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is what I was speaking from Nimba County.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to talk about upon arriving this on the weekend. With me, this country is a democratic country. A full member of Unity Party, one Unity Party man. So Edward became very gay. But I will tell anybody, this is a democratic country. We live in one piece. People can even go Maryland and come out and welcome him. Ain't nothing to me. But when it comes to seriousness, we do the seriousness way. They can go anywhere. People want to be president, he can be president. I wish him. But until I can live, until my party can live, we are the president of this country. And we must do what we want to do for our people. What they're telling us to do, our government is fighting for. We are not joking. People can go anywhere and come back in the best thing. There's no nothing. This is not, again, if you look at the politics, he's free. And whatsoever they did, we will investigate them. Okay. We should not forget about it.
All right, thank you.
Nobody wants trouble. We all want peace. Look at the people. Look at America today. Donald Trump and his friend. What happened to him over the weekend? Somebody didn't go and use gun on him. A democratic country is doing that. I disqualified that.
Thank you.
They went wrong.
Thanks for calling. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Good morning. This is Jimmy from my grab off the line.
Okay, welcome back.
Yeah.
I was saying for Liberians to go and re-elect President George, former President Weah. Well, I really don't see it. I don't see it. Those are, you see, thousands of motorcyclists and other people go to clean because that is their profession. They don't even think that they will graduate from one stage to another stage. This is the first time in Liberia under the presidency, no war fighting, for 4 of our very good young auditors to die under the watchful eye of President Weah. Now, if that was not enough, 3 more got missing. So today, there's no report about what happened to the 3 missing boys. So then, are you telling us now that President Weah will come back again, start campaigning? Besides that, they destroy all the anti-institution in this country. So how can we be happy to re-elect President Weah again? Meaning that the Ghanaians, the Ivorian, the Guineans, they will not even be happy with us or want to go for something to their own country.
Thank you. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
From yeah.
Okay, let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, President, we are arriving in this country. To us, we the United Party people, our party is still standing by. Because President, we are arrival in this country, we didn't have nothing to do with it. Why are people, huge people go away instead, we didn't get nothing to do with it. Because they see people there, we are looking at the government, President, we are government, that when he coming into power, we get it there to be the same branch of government that took from in this country. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for calling. Let's talk to another person on this line. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
I'm Elliot from District 2.
Edward from District 2?
Yeah, Elliot from District 2.
Montserrado, Maigibi, where?
Yeah, Montserrado County.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to tell you that the two things President Weah is the president. They still get out within the 6 months that President Waka is there. They're thinking that they stay in power, but they are not in power. So nobody even gets up for them, but the security forces are in there. They must investigate them. You see, Harry, from the time Harry left office, even future, we are time. How many times people go there? Harry going to leave, Harry will leave with quietness. Harry come back, no former president will respect themselves. If they want to political party, they want to party business or run campaign. In any time for them to run campaign.
Even Mr. Bwaka, even the current president, when the current president was former vice president, even though he still had the ambition to contest in the previous election, but you know, he was still living a private life. You know, not leaving the country, and when you come back, you know, people going there. But again, like somebody said, this is a democratic nation. I mean, that it is his right. It is his.
They wanted the security go there to go meet the former president.
No, I think
so
anybody can go there.
Yeah, and his supporters can go there. The other thing is that they should not be breaching protocol. So if you go at the airport and you are told don't go this way, don't go there as a supporter. If you are told don't go this way, don't go there as a supporter to avoid chaos. Because if you go there now, they arrest you. Then you'll say, "Oh, the government is you know arresting supporters of the CDC and all of that." So if you go to the former president, that's good. That this is a democratic nation, and we all support that. All right, but then you follow the protocol. So if you don't follow protocol, you go against protocol when they arrest you now. Then I mean, maybe you're doing that to politicize it, so that people you can say, "Oh, they're arresting seditions because they are going to with the president, the former president." But thanks for calling. Let's talk to another person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from.
Thank you. My name is Charlie Tife. I'm the chairman of the movement. I got joined District 10 this morning.
Okay, let's hear you from District 10.
I listened to your analysis. I want to differ with you on something that you said.
Okay.
When you said the airport, everybody has their right. Look, the airport is a place where you have international people coming. And seeing these guys under the sycamore tree, I guess that you and some of the guys are friends on Facebook. The way these guys politicize it, George, we are a rival. when the guy is denied with the VIP laws, there will be no airport. So the security were to that airport to secure the airport for not just them, not just me, but for our international partner. Just this guy want to create a picture that Liberia is unsafe. Because under that regime, there were a lot of international flights that left this country. And now they want to create a picture that Liberia is unsafe, that all the international flights may likely think about coming back to Liberia to start passengers. We say, but the airport is not safe because every time you go to the airport is Mediterranean routes. We are not against this guy for not going to work on their political leader. It is their right. But if you are telling the security personnel that you must enter the terminal, it's something that we worry about. Why is the country going? You listen, there were times in this country we went to visit President Boaga at the airport. We stood outside President Boaga, came from the terminal. We all gone boarded, we came back to us. We did not demand the security so we have to enter the terminal because we knew and we would not have the right to enter the terminal. But these guys, people like French Foco, the chairman of the Association of Angry Losers Most Akagre, is demanding that they must enter the terminal Georgia with those grand stores that is left from District 8 and French Foco left on District 9. And people are coaching from the party headquarters calling ourselves Sabu Unit.
Thank you very much. Thanks. And the issue of the VIP and the VVIP lodge, I think it was made clear during the confirmation hearing of the chief of protocol. About the usage of those two the two lodges. Now, according to her, she made it clear that the VIP lodge, is for very important people, very important guests, and it can be used. It can be used by government officials, that is ministers or any other, a top government official that's, leaving or coming into the country. All right. And for the VVIP lodge, which is the presidential lodge, is what is to be used by the current president. And now for former president is for current president. So the whole issue about the former president coming into the country, and because he was the one who constructed that presidential lodge, and so he must use it. No. The matter of fact, the money he constructed that lodge with is not his personal money. And that money that he took from his pocket and he constructed the lodge is the government of Liberia money. His taxpayers' money. He was only entrusted with the position of a president to go and serve the Liberian people, not with his own money, but with the Liberian people money, with taxpayers' money. So it shouldn't be like something that people want to personalize, or that a man constructed the presidential lodge and they deny him from using it. No. The policy is very clear. The presidential lodge is only for the president. It's only for the president. The VIP lodge is there to host other officials. So the whole thing about whether President we are coming to denying the presidential lodge that he constructed, no, that's not how it works. But let's go back to the line. Good morning. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from? Your name?
Well, my name is Jonathan Joe, and I'm calling from District 6 area.
Okay, Jonathan, let's hear you.
Yeah, let me just speak on two issues that you raised. The first one is the national airport, the Rawa International Airport. That's VIP laws. I think protocol demands the security-wise, they determine who uses the VIP laws. So let's listen, not be crying why the security denying, why the security one person where I can enter the executive mansion saying he is the former president. Why can't he enter the executive mansion anytime? So now that is because that the situation will determine who entered the VIP lodge or who will not enter the VIP lodge. The next thing is our lawmaker. I think the Liberian people who elected that lower house, those people in that lower house, we need to protest against those guys so that their salary will reduce. When their salary reduces to $500 per month or $200 per month, those guys will make themselves. But those guys are receiving fabulous salary. So salary that they are not even working for. You think those guys are working? Those guys are not working. So that's what people need to. We can protest when people do wrong. So we need to protest against those guys that they will not enter that lower one for months. Those guys will change. But when they do those things and we embrace them, we give them shining color. Oh, they can come out and speak here. They can come out and say here. Oh, they can come out and the tomato. It becomes a serious issue. So we need to protest against those guys. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. So folks, keep on playing the radio game. Don't forget the dashboard is open. Folks are walking away with 8,000 and 4,000 Liberian dollars this morning. So if you want to be a part of the draw, all you need to do is to dial the playing code is *799#. You select number 3 for Spoon FM. You choose how to pay the playing fee, which is just 70 cents USD or 100 LD. So you can play through your mobile money account. If you have money on either of the mobile money accounts, you just play with the 70 cents US or 100 LD, and you stand a chance to win 4,000 Liberian dollars or 8,000 here. So shortly we will be drawing another winner and placing the call to him or her so that they can tell us exactly, whether they have received their money. So you too can be a winner by dialing the playing code. So we go back to the line and talk to a female callers. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Winston and I join you from Puebla Road.
Okay, Winston, let's hear you.
Okay, quickly let me discuss the issue of the lower house. It is actually disheartening to see a bunch of people who don't even know the Constitution, calling themselves lawmakers, and just receiving money, taxpayer money. It's wasteful spending. That money can be used to upgrade other sectors in the country instead of wasting it on people who does not even know the Constitution of Liberia, calling themselves lawmakers. They are the problem of this country. They are the problem we are facing in this country. They are the main reason for me. I think that particular house should be dissolved immediately. So if we, the Liberian people, don't rise up against these people, they will continue to suppress us in this country. And my second issue has to do with the arrival of the former president, George Weah. I think it's too early for that. But on the other hand, maybe they're taking it as an issue that we be able to see the Liberian people that they are coming back to power. No, they shouldn't deceive themselves. So my brother, I say thank you for the topic this morning.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for calling. Let's talk to another person here. Good morning.
Good morning, you guys, and good morning to your co-host, Chokon.
Welcome. Let's hear you.
So thank you so much for the topic, and you have said a lot. But to the issue of the lower house, I mean, you guys, there was no other way that you could place that. The lower house, most of the lawmakers will go on their Facebook pages and start to blast at the government how the minister, those people that have been appointed by the president, they are proceeding wrongly. when they invite the people, instead of you composing yourself a simple poster that you pull up to go on your Facebook page and blast out the people, you invite the president to a chamber. The president comes and he misbehaves in front of the president, so the people will not take it serious. On a serious note, several times they invited the finance minister. He could not appear. Even during the past government, they did it. Because of their misbehavior among themselves, they are not composing themselves. You can call somebody to question them as to how they're managing certain things, and then you are here head up, cut up. The speakers you use 1 hour 30 minutes to quiet you down. Moving from one point to another, fighting on the microphone. That was very, very unacceptable. And to the other issues, you guys see, I mean, that is so good. The battle cry that we saw or we heard on the radio, I mean, from a live view, during the arrival of the former president, that is not sincere. It is not sincere. And President Weah himself, former President Weah himself, he knows the tactics of his followers. He knows how to put their money to gather our population. He knows. So he will not venture. If President Weah really trusts that the group are on the airport, he could have speak to them on the very day that he arrived. But see how the protocol was breached. Security protocol was breached. People, you did not arrive on the plane, but then you on the ground, you wait and parade and enter the plane to speak to the former president. Is that how people supposed to be? And then we call ourselves democratic people.
Thank you very much. Thanks for calling. Let's take this last call. Good morning, your name and where you join us from?
Yeah, hello. I guess the coming on.
I'm good. How yourself?
Yeah, thank you. This is Abba Kemogaya in Carwell.
Abba, let's hear you.
I listened to your main so-called farmer. It is true that anyone that leaves power, they still have people behind them, and if possible, they can come back. But in that president, we are kids. There's a man who almost full of the minister was sanctioned. I expect for president we have to be doing now all the advertisement, they carry on all these things. Because election now, if it show you want to come back to power, because I know that President we will not leave Jefferson Koji behind. You will not leave Samuel 12 behind. So not leave all of the behind. Tell the guy and say, look, gentlemen, you have to vindicate yourself for the kind of problem that you're in. But to pull cry, the man was a football player before. The man is a musician. The man is a drum beater. All the things he know is so.
No, we cannot substantiate that, so you cannot say that here, please.
Hello?
You know, you cannot say he was a drug dealer. We can't substantiate that.
The man was playing drum.
Oh, I said drug. Oh, I heard drugs dealer. I heard drug. Yeah, go ahead.
No. I said drum beater.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead. Okay.
So all these things, if I can say so, I'll go to him. If I can say so, I'll go to him. If I can say, I'll go to him. There's a man that is jack of all trades. Now, the issue here, we are coming to close now. The issue here is, who is president we are coming with? Let's agree tomorrow on election. Is it the same time just where the people are problem with? Jefferson Koji was told them around beating on people. And others who are beating university students, the coming with so. We are going to put all the crowd. We have about the 1 million crowd on February 4th. Over the 1.5 million people will get launch of the campaign.
Thank you very much. And so, folks, that's it. We will take a break, but just before we take our break, we like to call one of our winners here on the show this morning. Keep on playing the radio game. Is on your radio. Folks are walking away with 4,000. Our winners are walking away with 4,000 and 8,000 Liberian dollars this morning. So the playing code is *79# *79#. Select number 3 for Spoon FM. You choose how to pay the playing fee. It's just 70 cents US or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw. So let's again call another winner here on the show this morning before we take this break. So if you are watching or listening to the show and you play, you want to check your account. Good morning.
Morning.
Your name and where you join us from. You live on Spoon FM. Okay, you lower your radio now. You lower the volume of the radio or you walk away from it some more. Okay, So you play the radio game, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many times you played?
I played 3 times.
3 times. Have you checked your message?
No, I check it yet.
Okay, so check your message. Your money should be in your phone. You are one of our winners this morning. I don't know how much you walk away with. It could be 8,000 or 4,000, but check your message. All right.
Call me back later.
All right. Okay, so folks, that's it. We take a quick break. When we come back, we discuss other serious trending issues here on this platform. Let's take this break to be back.
I'm move on in line. I'm move on in. You know why you like cannot put up today? There are 2 things: lies and poor communication.
We know.
No police can stop me from entering that place. Because it was you people who brought the revolution. So that's why I want to stop here. Your leadership. Your leadership. The president is still talking right now. I need 5% or 10%. They put their names down. You come by the Ministry of Internal Affairs on Monday. You go and see the president. If you don't see the president, don't never trust me in your life. Yes. Don't never trust me in your life.
The former president is about to step out of his flag and he will greet the official of his party. Some of them went to greet him. He was sitting in his seat in the flag, on the flag. So they have decided to land up here. So there is a former first lady also coming down. Here is former Liberian President George Weah.
Awesome stuff. As you can see right now, it's not easy to watch it.
And surprisingly, interestingly, we see the former mayor of Jefferson,
Chambuina. Here comes it. Excellent.
We didn't see him when the arrival of just received the president. But for utmost surprise, we got down from the
Okay, pleasant welcome back. This is today's show right here on your favorite dial, 107.5. So let's call back our winner who was called previously, whether she's received her money. Just before we go to run through our local dailies here and check your phone also. We are joining another winner here. Good morning.
Yeah, I received it.
Oh, you received the money now, right?
Yeah, thank you.
How much? How much did you receive?
4,000.
4,000. Congratulations. Yeah. You say how many times you played?
I played 3 times.
Oh, you played 3 times. Okay, congratulations. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, welcome. Okay. Yeah, so folks, that's it. And we have another winner. Let's just call one more winner just before we go to run through our local dealers quickly. Folks, let's see whether we can talk to this person. No. All right. So, yeah. Okay, so let's rumble through the local dealers and come back before talking to this person. I'm trying to, confirm whether I've called this number or not. Okay, yep, I think we've talked to that person already. So let's talk to this other winner here. Okay, let's talk to this person. So check your account, check your phone if you play the game, whether you are one of the winners here this morning. Yeah, folks walking away with 4,000 and 8,000 Liberian dollars this morning on the show. That's our way of saying thank you for watching the show. Good morning.
Yeah.
Did you play the radio game this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, how much you received?
4,000. I played 2 times in morning.
And you receive how much?
4,000.
Oh, 4,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, enjoy your money. Keep on playing.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. So, folks, that's it right there. You too can play by dialing the code *799# *799#. You select number 3 for Spoon FM and choose how to pay the playing fee, which is just 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically get into the draw. So let's now rumble through the local dealers here now, beginning with the Front Page Africa newspaper. What are the trending developments on the Front Page Africa? So the lead development here on the Front Page Africa is captioned JMB's finance predicament. It says President facing tricky dilemma in filling void at finance ministry. Read a little bit of this. It says when Bouama Kamara submitted his resignation citing health reasons to President Joseph Boakai last week, the decision not only threw a monkey wrench into the ruling party's economic agenda, but also pivoted the government toward a crisis point in the wake of ethical questions surrounding the yellow machines controversy, which the president now argues in a letter to the national legislature. In the build-up to his presidency, on the campaign trail and on the day of his inauguration, the newly minted president had trumpeted his desire to revive the economy, which his party contended had fallen in the doldrums of the dogged presidency of his predecessor, George Weah. Okay, so you can grab yourself a copy of the Front Page Africa newspaper, or you can browse through that online platform and read the details of this development caption, JNB's finance predicament. And also on the Front Page Africa newspaper here, we have another development that says, it says ex-president Weah given heroes welcome by supporters, fuels speculation of political comeback. Oh yes, it says the Rabat International Airport was a buzz over the weekend as current and former lawmakers, National Executive Committee members, parties, towers, and well-wishers of the Congress for Democratic Change welcomed their political leader and former president of Liberia, George Weah. You already know that development. We've been discussing it. However, you can grab yourself a copy of the Front Page Africa newspaper or go on their online platform and read the details of this development. Another development here, captioned Rabat International Airport Security outsourcing deal with Ghanaian company reportedly revoked by board. It says Front Page Africa has gathered that the board of directors of the Liberia Airport Authority has voted unanimously to halt the operations of a Ghanaian security firm that was poised to make take over the security department of the Roberts International Airport. Okay, so grab yourself a copy of the Front Page Africa newspaper, or read their online platform and get the details of that development. Okay, let's also bring you this one that is captioned, family, friends, and loved ones bid farewell to Emmanuel Nukun Reeves Jr. in touching service. Okay, that development is also on the Front Page Africa. Let's now join Chokon.
Yeah, Legacy, as you may know, and this Western clause of something, the permit has been suspended again. And which is a good thing for those in the belt, in the Western cluster belt, that the company road user permit to be suspended. Liberians living on that route, they continue to complain about Western cluster, about their behavior, the way the trucks move on the road. And not only that, but also derailing the road, and also affecting people living along that route. The way in which they move at night, sometimes accidents and all of that. So this is what I said earlier on, that the Senate getting to be powerful. When you appear before the senators on Capitol Hill, you know that you're going for the real deal. Today, the Ministry of Public Works took a decision against the Western cluster people because of the Senate decision that they should suspend their road user permit again. Because just imagine the way in which the trucks move on that road. You can see in the evening and in the night, the speed that those trucks, the drivers, take from Tottenham all the way to the free port of Monrovia. People have complained about that. Several Liberians living on that route. Not only that, but the deal itself is not clear. The people are still concerned why now Western cluster, they said they are giving 8 million to the government of Liberia. The Ministry of Public Works said, but we see no money. They didn't give us money. The company said, but we made some payment. But again, this is it when our lawmakers begin to stand up firmly for the people. This is a great achievement for the people. That if the right thing is not done, you will not have your eye on all of the country. Why you depleting the resources of the country, but you fail to do anything? Absolutely. The people of Grand Cape Mountain and Bomi County, they have been crying about the form and manner in which the Western cluster people, they have been operating their company in the area to even employ Liberians. It's a difficult thing for them. The mineral development agreement, they're not adhering to it. They say, it was memorandum of understanding. They are not also adhering to it. And yet still they are depleting the resources in the county. Today, the lawmakers, they are taking, especially the Senate, let me put a spin on it, the Senate. They are taking a step to curtail that until they can do the right thing. They can do the right thing. senators said as to face the railway and put the railway, or to face a mini port in Grand Kidman County that they will be able to hold on. Until that is done, the company road user permit has been suspended.
Yeah.
And they threaten to terminate it within the next 60 days if they fail to come out with any concrete, reason.
Yeah, so I think that is welcoming, and I think the Ministry of Public Works had earlier on been proceeding in the wrong direction, because the former president, in fact, the current president Joseph Walker, visited that area. He himself, he saw the appalling road condition there, and he decided. He said that Western cluster insinuated that Western cluster should be shut down. After a few days, yes, the Ministry of Public Works took the decision to suspend the permit of Western cluster, and just hastily again, I don't know what compromise they came up to. They came back, lifting.
Yeah, they lifted the permit
permit
without the acquiescence of the Senate.
Yeah, which of course, specifically Bowman County Senator Edwin Melvin Snow had a serious problem with that, and especially those conditions that they stipulated, for which they lifted the permit of Western cluster. He had serious issue with those conditions, and I think his issue was legit, was valid, and later the Ministry of Public Works, through engagement with the Senate and other relevant government institutions, they were again able to suspend the permit of Western cluster. But this is very important to the Liberian people, because you can have a company in the country making away with our mineral, our resources in the country, and they are doing little or nothing to impact the lives or the living conditions of those in that particular vicinity or in that surrounding. That is unfortunate, and that shouldn't be happening. All right, and our lawmakers should, ensure that shouldn't happen. But it's been happening, and in other parts of the country, it's still happening. But because some of the same lawmakers are supportive of the action, some of the same lawmakers are getting kickbacks, some of the same lawmakers are bribed, for these companies to operate, and so they don't checkmate them. They
just don't care.
They don't care
They
about
don't
them
care
because
about the
they
people
are getting kickback. They are getting,
living in the
they
affected
don't care-
communities.
They don't care about what they are getting. They don't care about those that are being affected. The vast majority of citizens that are being affected by the operations of those concession companies. So the suspension of Western clusters, permit, I think, for the second time, I think it's welcoming, and I hope before it can be lifted this time around, they abide by whatever requirement they need to fulfill. Okay, but folks, that's it. Are you going through the newspaper? Or if you don't have it, I have it here with me.
You can go through.
Yeah. Okay. So on the Daily Observer here, the lead story is captioned "Cartel leader Gao Feng indicted for illicit money tax
That's
evasion."
what we want.
Cartel leader Gao Feng indicted for illicit money tax evasion. All right, so it says Liberian authorities have indicted Gao Feng, also known as Barry, and the alleged real minister of mines, for leading a massive illegal mining operation across the country. The indictment accuses Gao Feng and several associates, both Liberian and Chinese nationals, of economic sabotage, tax evasion, and criminal conspiracy. The indictment paints a picture of a sprawling illegal mining network. Gao Feng's cartel is alleged to have operated for at least 6 years that is under the CDC regime, utilizing over 100 excavators and 50 washing plants across Liberia. This widespread activity is estimated to have deprived the Liberian government of over US 29 million in revenue. The indictment specifically focuses on the operations in Bapolu, where they are accused of encroaching on the licensed exploration area of Neo Global Mines and Minerals Incorporated, disrupting legitimate mining operations. So you can grab yourself a copy of the Daily Observer newspaper, or better still go on
Why
the
the guy was so famous over the years that they couldn't just investigate him to grab him with all what he caused in the county.
Amen.
In the county, why the guy was so powerful?
Choco, you shouldn't be asking that question. When a man on the regime of President George Weah, former President George Weah, when a man goes out the Ministry of Mines and Energy, they call him the real minister. You get an actual legit minister that is appointed by the president, confirmed by the Senate,
sitting there.
But
Somebody
even the minister
can be calling him real minister.
Even the real minister can be calling him real minister. Liberia. The real minister can be calling him real minister, because when this guy goes there, you know, he allegedly bribes them, you know, to carry out illicit money. And that's why they call him the real minister. He dishes out a lot of money among the minister proper, allegedly, and the deputy ministers and even assistant ministers there, to allow him carry out illicit money in the country. So whenever he gets there, as soon as he gets at the Ministry of Mines and Energy, everybody knows that the real minister is coming. The real minister.
So the minister appointed by the president.
Not a real minister, a fake minister. That minister was there. Occupying.
But this is how corruption treats a country. You know, for foreigner to come in your country and permeate through the system and gets to the head to an extent that there's no control. Thank God, Senator Amara Kone and the rest of the people stood up for the people of Bapolu County. Because this guy, I think the other time we had it here, our correspondent reported about the large scale of illicit money in that part of Liberia. The way in which our citizens have been treated by the Chinese there in Bapolu County. So to arrest them doing that day is a good thing. It should be investigated. Every day, Damo getting missing down there. Yeah. Why is it the resources of the country should be benefiting the ordinary people? So if you extract the resources and they are depleted, who will feed the pinch? You will go back to your country with millions. And then the people remain in abject poverty. You cannot treat our people that way. So his arrest and subsequent indictment is a good thing.
Yeah. It's a good
and we
thing,
just hope that it shouldn't stick anywhere. It should be done.
Hopefully.
Why will not stick?
I'm hoping that it doesn't get stored.
But the fact that they can even arrest him and bring him to account over the years, it means that there's a progress.
Yeah. So we hope he can be investigated, and if found guilty, be punished in line with the laws of the country, and that is going to serve as a deterrent to others who are also illicitly mining in the country. There are a lot of illicit mining activities in the country, and that is going to serve as a deterrent. It's going to frighten others who are harboring intention, and others who are even currently carrying out illicit activities in the country. But we don't have the luxury of time now. We've got just 8 more minutes to go. Let's quickly complete rambling through the Daily Observer newspaper. This development is captioned: Speaker Kofa debunks claims of colluding with executive. And I see the photograph of the speaker, the entire Wongwei of District Number 9. In Nimba County. It says Councillor J. Kofa, Speaker of the 55th Legislature, has termed as misinformation and falsehood accusations made by Representative Ta Wongwei of Nimba County District 9 and Chairman of the House's Foreign Affairs Committee that he, Speaker, has connived with the executive branch. Is lackadaisical over seeking benefits for members of the lower house and has colluded with the executive against the interests of the Liberian people. Wongwei also alleged that the speaker has assured the executive of a free pass at the legislature. Well, the speaker has debunked that statement. But folks, that's all the time we have to be here. Those of you who play the radio game, let's call one of our winners. We still have like 4 more minutes to play. So if you're playing, you can play in a short span of time before we take leave. But let's call this person. This is one of our winners. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you? You live on Spoon.
Yeah.
Your name? Hello?
Yeah, hello, I get you.
Your name, please.
My name is Emmanuel Tible.
Emmanuel Gipley. Emmanuel, you played the radio game this morning?
Yeah, I played the radio game this morning. I played 3 times.
Oh, you played 3 times. Have you checked have you checked your message?
Yeah, I checked it. I received it. 4,000.
Oh, you received 4,000 already?
Yeah, I received 4,000.
Okay, so congratulations. How did you play?
This morning I only having 200 and I paid my friend to send it on my mobile money account. And I paid the first time, the second time, and the third time. So
no, so that is that 300 you had on your account, not 200.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So congratulations, Thank you.
Okay. Thank God. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, so folks, that is it right there. Gipley winning 4,000 there. In a short span of time, you too can win 4,000 or 8,000 right here on the show. This is the Today Show. So in the next short period of time, you can play and you stand a chance to win 4,000 or 8,000. The playing code is *79# *79# select number 3 for Spoon FM, and you choose how to pay the playing fee, just 70 cents or 100 Liberian dollars, and you stand a chance to win 8,000 or 4,000 this morning. Okay, so shortly we'll be drawing winners. 20 persons walking away with 8,000 and 20 persons walking away with 4,000 this morning. Okay, so that's it. Let's continue with the Observer newspaper. This development, I see the photograph of the President of the Republic of Liberia, and his caption: President Bouaka to headline Golden Image Awards 14th edition in Monrovia. President Bouaka to headline Golden Image Awards 14th edition in Monrovia. It says the annual Golden Image Awards is set to take place this Thursday in Monrovia, marking its 14th edition as an official part of Liberia's July 26th Independence Day celebration. The event will be convened on Thursday, July 18, 2024, under the distinguished leadership of President Joseph Yuma Bouaka. So you can grab yourself a copy of the Observer newspaper and read that development, the details of that development. So folks, yeah, so we are now drawing our winners, so keep on checking your message. We are now drawing our winners for those of you who play the radio game. We are drawing our winners now, so if you play, you can start. So you can keep playing until 9:59. Yeah, 9:59. You can keep playing until 9:59. But we have begun drawing the winner, and you can play. You will still get into the draw, and you stand a chance to win 2,500. 4,000 or 8,000 here this morning. All right. So many thanks to all of you who have been following the show. Thanks for your listening role. Thanks for viewing the show. We'll be back here on tomorrow with another very, very thunderstriking edition of the Today Show. My name is Yekezi Zobel, and I've been here alongside my colleague Chokon Flaman. And together, we've been bringing you a lot of information, interesting information from Monrovia, Liberia. So you can join us on tomorrow. But finally, before going, let's draw our winners here this morning on the show. Okay, so folks, thank you. Join us tomorrow. Coming up next is a news summary from our news and current affairs department. Bye-bye.